We got him locked up. We got him locked up for the win. Nice. Please hold. Please hold. Please hold. Let's go. 250. What a heads up match. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are live once again. Welcome back to the PokerStars Central channel. As ever, it is me, Nick Walsh, the host of the PokerStars Central channel, back with some more content for you guys. How you guys doing today? Thank you very much for coming to join us. So Spin and Go as it is, we're going to do our normal gig. We're going to start off playing some lower stakes. We're going to move up and play some higher. I do have a bonus that I'm trying to clear, just like a conventional, normal, everyday person bonus. So playing some Spin and Goes, jumping straight in makes a lot of sense because we can get through some volume today, win some points, unlock some dollars. Sounds good to me. Pocket tens, let's go. Crooked badge, what's up? What's up? Pocket tens, can't lose. Impossible. Old long has pocket eights. Oh my god, how do we lose? It's impossible. Look at the straight draw. Look at the straight draw. Get out of my life. We win the big side pot. That's cool. Ace king versus king queen. King queen gets it. Absolutely terrifying. Keckles being Elden them rings. This is cool. I like the trap here with king jack of spades. We might be a little bit on the shallow side though. It's probably better to shove. I think we were like 6 or 7 big blinds effective. I think king jack is better as a shove. Once you get to 9, it's better as a trap. I think that's the only note I would have in that particular game. In that particular hand, I should say. All right, here we go. First game in the bag. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And then also maybe cash games. You know, there's a couple platforms that do everything, but that might be a better question. I think we're supposed to call a shove here, guys. Once we 3x, we've like committed so much. King Jack will probably have so much equity. I'm gonna call and we'll look this one up. I'll mark this one for review, but I'm pretty sure that King Jack suited is too strong to raise fold. Nice, not a terrible outcome. That'll go into the review, guys. I'm pretty sure pre-flop King Jack suited is too strong once you've raised. Sorry, guys. Trying to... There it is. Okay, cool. Perfect. Nice, nice, nice. We have a pair now. Check turn. Seems good. The apprentice has not become the master. Let me solo her. That's the one. Yeah, yeah. I think we're still calling on the river here. We have a lot of showdown. He can have a jack or an 8. That's fine. But he's going to have a lot of missed flush draws and straight draws here too. So it's a pretty much mandatory call there for sure. Happy days. And king 9 suited for sure a call in this scenario. We got him locked up. We got him locked up for the win. For the $50 win. Not too shabby. Let's go. Great start to our day. Confirm. Moving on. Let's go. Yo. Okay. Gonna bet the turn. And then we're gonna bet the river. We have a note that we think this player might be a little bit CFWF. So wish me luck. Unless he has a 5, I don't really understand how we're losing. King 10, I guess, is a possibility. Can I really fold? My hand is so under-repped, it's insane. Yeah. That makes sense. King 10 likes to raise when we limp is the problem, so we can cap King 10 pretty hard. And then, I mean, it's a really interesting line. When you have showdown like that, though, why are you bluffing? I don't really understand. Okay, a little bit of back and forth here against Cherry Jerry, eh? The longer you wait to refresh the graph, the more graph you get a big hit later. Exactly. Exactly. All right, we got him locked up here. Spades are good. Spades are real good. I think generally this will be a decent game for us in terms of EV. But I do think there's probably a good chance that Cherry here is a is a reg of some variety. Seems quite solid, and certainly doing a lot of things that we're kind of expecting to see. Jack 7 probably is a call there for that stack depth. Jack 7's definitely a call, a push here for this stack depth. This is really close to a call. If it was 2.6, we're calling with literally any two cards. But I think 8-3 is probably still a fold here. And then King Deuce is definitely a push. Should be calling really wide here. Ace 9's an easy call. Yeah, absolutely. All right, not too bad. We've definitely won a few games to start our day, guys. Not too shabby. Pocket nines, we're trapping, limping all day long. We're gonna see the shove. We're gonna call the shove. Come on, Anna. What are you gonna do? Exploit the limp. Exploit the limp. Exploit the limp. Shoving King 9 of spades there. I actually would not be shoving King 9 of spades there. It's actually too strong. King 9 of spades plays too well. There's no reason for you to push your edge there, like or push your. I'm not really sure how to describe it. Push your push the limits, increase the variance. I don't know. I'm not sure what the right term is, but in this particular setup, guys, let's take another look. It's never going to be wrong. It's never going to be bad. I think shoving King 9 will always be okay here. I would never consider this a mistake. Let's pause right here. So where were we first of all? I think we were around 10ish, right? 10 or 11. Yeah, 11 big blinds effective. So 11 is still quite deep in this game, you know. King 9 of spades though just has such good playability, and you want to avoid you want to play more pots with King 9 of spades. If I'm limping the range that I'm supposed to be limping here, King 9 of spades plays very, very well against like a large portion of this range because a lot of it is quite weak. So it's not like we're at 8 big blinds effective where I'm going to be folding less I'm going to be folding a big chunk of like my really ugly stuff at the very bottom. 11 big blinds effective, you're still calling hands as weak as 9 deuce off. You know what I mean? So King 9 of spades I think is much better played here as a check behind. So limp, check, and then play the pot from out of position. If you have King 9 off, I think it's actually still meant to be a check. But if you have, for example, King 5 off, King 4 off, King 3 off, King deuce off, I think all of those are shoves. But they're much, much weaker hands, right? So you're pushing over the limp with a blocker, but they're hands that have poor playability, and they probably make more money as a push as opposed to trying playing really, really weird combos with very poor playability from out of position. So that's how we're defining it, right? King 9 off plays so much better than a hand like King 4 off or King 3 off. Therefore, pushing the offsuit combos more frequently makes sense immediately because not being suited makes them less playable. King 9 of spades is, in my opinion, way too strong to be shoving over a limp in this scenario. That feels like a bit of an overplay, and you're probably going to win more chips just playing against a weaker range with a better hand, even though you're out of position. The shove here isn't a mistake. It's going to be fine. You're still gonna win money with the shove here, no problem. But just if you want to really, really tighten the screws, I'm almost positive if we opened up a chart right now, it would say that this is a check behind, and King 9 off even. Maybe even King 8 off. Okay, anyway. Good game for us, guys. We're definitely winning some cash today. Definitely winning some EVs. But then when we get to points like this where King 5 is just like such a monster shove, like you just not, you know, we're not saying that we want to avoid these situations, but just like, you know, maybe take out some of the extra variance that we don't need against complete unknowns, and then really, really push our edge against the regs, where it's a lot harder for us to have just like straight profitable situations. You think there's? I would be surprised if there wasn't a YouTube channel like that already. Like there's like, oh my god, oh this is so weird, you guys. This is so weird. I'm actually gonna fold, and I want to talk about this in a second, because there's a lot of reasons why limp shoving a pocket pair is good. When they make it 6 big blinds, we have no fold equity whatsoever, which is where a lot of the value of that play comes from, right? Okay, unknown opponent. I think going smaller is better here. We don't need to be balanced in this situation. I think we can go as big as like this. That's half pot on that texture. With the ace of diamonds, maybe we still go smaller though. But like, you know, there's think there's a lot of stuff like that on YouTube already. You know, the crushing channel where they have like the hydraulic presses that they crush stuff with. But yeah, the pocket threes, guys, we have no fold equity, and that's where the majority of the value comes when people raise and we shove, because they raise, fold, and then we win a bunch of money at non-showdown. So we're never going to win this at non-showdown, which means we're always flipping at best. And I hate that phrase, and I think so often people just use that as an excuse not to make the right play. But in this situation, you know, if we have pocket fours plus, we always go with it just because we're going to have the best hand too often. And as soon as we have fours plus, we have a lot more situations where they're raising small pairs really big to just try and push us out, and we're crushing those small pocket pairs, and the value of our and the equity of our overall hand becomes so much stronger. Pocket eights is a good hand, guys. What do you think? Kick, thank you very much. We have him dominated. Just gotta fade the ace. Just fade the 7. Let's go, you guys. We're having a good start to our day this Thursday. This is going really well so far. Thank you, sir. Ace of clubs, 8 of clubs. We're going to limp. If he shoves, we're probably going to call, actually. It's kind of a weird one. I mean, we've under-repped our hand. I feel like this is just going to be the king of diamonds a lot of the time. It could be a hand like 4-3, but we're not folding, obviously. It could just be 9-4 with no hand, no draw. That's also cool. Yeah, here you go, Tom. This one's for Tom. That one's pretty close, especially against this dude. But like I said, we're just gonna try and be smart about it. Seems good. Good game. Thank you very much. Next game, please. Like, if you're going out in the UK a lot and you go to like specialty tea shops and stuff, like a lot of times it's all white tea. This is the trap of the century. The trap of the century. $75 in the bank. That was a fairly flawless game. Oh, that's fun. That's cool. All right, Jack 9 of spades. Let's go. Let's play some poker. Heads up for the 75 USDs. God, I get so fucking distracted. I'm such a fish. I'm such a fish. Like, oh, poker is a game of focus and concentration, and I'm just like, blah, 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 whatever. Happy days, happy days. Oh my God, is that not the greatest turn you've ever seen in your entire life? Easy 2.4. Vioka, Mr. Vioka. Yeah, we have to call the raise, I think. There's so much dead money in there. We're calling, so it's 12, 13, 14, 15. We're calling 4 to win 15. We probably have close to the correct price just to call, and he can still have a bluff here, obviously. That's a really good river. If he has the clubs, good luck to him, but we're not folding. We won't be folding here. If he had the clubs, would he not just shove for real? I think we're going for it, guys. This feels like the river where if you had the clubs, you'd always shove because it looks like I have a 9. So here we go. Lovely. You know what I mean? Like, you can be really tempted to just go look at the river and go, oh, the flush is there. I shouldn't be shoving. But like, I don't think that the line, I don't think the size on the river really tells the correct story. Like, it's a board where any straight will always pay you with the shove. So why wouldn't you go for it all? I can still have 2 pairs and stuff that will still call there as well. Feels like a blocker bet, and or it feels like a like he's trying to get, you know, thin value / blocker betting from like a straight that we can beat with the jack. Something along those lines. I think we always lead turn for 2 here. A lot of people bet their 6x on this texture, so we're just gonna get tons of folds where he's just gonna have to give up a lot. Yo, Eagle Hunter, what's up? Midday, buddy. Midday every day. But it's not always spins. Spins are only on Wednesdays. We do KOs on Tuesdays. And then on Thursdays, we usually do MTTs with a guest. But I was sick last week, and I didn't organize a guest for this week. So so we just decided to do spins. I might do a spin day tomorrow as well if I feel up to it. I want to be in good shape for Monte Carlo. Like, it's such an important event, and I want to be like in really good shape to do commentary and all that stuff. Okay, I think this is fine. I think Queen 9 is okay here. Limp call Queen 9 of spades I think is actually GTO. That seems reasonable in that spot. But anyway, $75 in the bank, feeling good. So let's play some 50s now, guys. We'll play a couple bigger stake games. We could get some really big multis here. Probably gonna play like 2 50s here or something like that. That's probably all we have time for today. But oh my God, there we go. I'll take it. That's one way to finish the sesh. What do you guys think? This does feel like a good opportunity to 3-bet bluff, though. King Deuce of Hearts in particular is one of those hands that seems to crop up a lot in these situations. It's kind of awkward for him as well because we're so short stacked once we do it. Like, making that bet and then facing a 3-bet from a player who has, like, you know, effectively what is going to be one bet left over post flop is really tough. Like, it's so hard for him to call with hands even as strong as like Queen Jack of Clubs or Jack 10 of Hearts or something like that, just because he's gonna be faced with so much aggression on the flop if he just flats. So he's kind of got to commit. We're obviously gonna limp and call the shove. This should be a nice trap for us. Yeah, really good. King 7 is the correct shove though, for sure. Nice. Beautiful little trap there with the 9s. 10-6 off. Pretty much have top pair. Like these are spots where the ace is very capped when he checks behind after a limp. We're not folding to the check raise. Not like absolutely no chance. He will have some ace-x combos once in a while, but for the most part, this is just going to be a bluff on the ace-high texture. 3-4 is also a possibility as a check raise here. We're still calling though, obviously. And on the river, just check, hope for the best. But I'm pretty sure we're winning here most of the time. This is exactly the type of hand that you should be check raising there as well. The really awkward gut shot. This is completely correct. But we need to be aware of the fact that he's capped from not having an ace, which is why we can confidently call with what is essentially going to be top pair. But this leads me to believe he is a reg, because most randoms aren't playing gut shots, like weak gut shots like that, as check raises. So I think that's an indication of strength, generally speaking. But we'll see how we get on. Nice. Please hold. Please hold. Please hold. Let's go. 250. What a heads up match. What a heads up match that we actually pulled off there as well. That was a really nice turnaround. You see how important it is to actually understand the ranges there, guys. Like, it's not enough just to go, I'm on the button, what do I do pre-flop? You have to understand how the other person's range interacts with your play. Do you know what I'm saying? Okay. So he should be quite capped. At this stack depth, he really shouldn't have that many Queen X or Ace X. Don't know this guy well enough. Yeah, I think we're just going to bet flop here. We can still get called by some deuces. If we're getting check raised, I'm never ever folding though at this point. I feel like this is going to be ridiculously bluff heavy. Like I said, the queen is the card he's most likely to have at this point. But I don't know if he check raises a queen. That's obviously a nice turn, but I think we were winning on the flop a lot of the time anyway. Never mind. My point being that in this situation, obviously we're super smart because we turned a set. Well done us, right? But this is definitely a situation where he's going to win. Let's go. This is definitely a spot. Let's actually look at this as well, guys. That's 150. So we actually basically just won $300 there in the final 2 games. In any case, guys, I love you so much. Thank you for coming to hang out with me. I will see you guys on the flip side. Have a great day, and I might see you tomorrow. Until then, ciao.